What is going on, online fitness coaches? Welcome to another episode of the Change Lives, Make Money Online Trainer podcast. This is the #1 show for online fitness coaches who are trying to go successful online business. My name's Brian Mark. I'm your host. And in today's episode, we're going to talk about my 23-hour workday. Shit, 23 hours. So I want to talk to you guys about my day yesterday. And first things first is like, I'm literally just coming to life right now. Usually I get up at 3:15 in the morning. But today I didn't wake up until 8:30. And I was like up and down, but I didn't actually get out of bed until 8:30. The reason I didn't get out of bed till 8:30 is because I was up until 2 yesterday working. And so I want to talk to you guys about my workday yesterday, with my 23-hour workday, because like this podcast episode isn't for me to like boast about like how hardworking I am and blah, 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 or that you need to like grind in order to be successful. But like the message of this episode is more, I want to give you guys an inside look into like my life and how I operate, not on a day-to-day basis, but how like I'm super willing to do whatever the fuck is necessary in order to succeed. And so today's episode, like the core message that I want you guys to get from today's episode is the willingness to do what is required. It's the willingness to do what is required. So let's kind of take this back. Right now I'm running 2 businesses. PT Domination is my main business. That's like my main baby. That's where all my clients are. That's like where I spend a lot of my time, energy, and presence. And so like everything that I do is for PT Domination. And I also have a passion project, and the passion project that I'm working on right now is Iron Energy. So if you don't know what Iron Energy Gym is, and I haven't talked about it on the podcast enough, Iron Energy Gym is it's like a giant fitness facility in West Kelowna. It was previously Gravity Fitness. We purchased it. Me, Brett, Amy, Morgan, we all purchased it. Cole, we all purchased it, and we basically completely renovated it. We painted it. We got brand new equipment, and we renamed it Iron Energy. So we've been working on basically building the gym while building PT Domination. And the last couple of months, you guys, have been like straight up like a huge transition. Because I'm not gonna lie, like running PT Domination is like, it's like, I know what I need to do and I'm doing it on a consistent basis. And it's almost easy for me. Like it's easy for me to coach my clients. I fucking love doing it. Like it's not like easy to get on podcasts every single day, but I'm so consistent with it that it's just like, it's just a habit now. But adding the gym to my plate was like a huge transition, because it's almost like when you get used to a certain schedule and a certain way of doing things, and then you add another responsibility, it's like, it became a lot. So we've been pretty chill with the gym, like renos in the last like couple weeks, but one of the finishing touches that we need to do to the gym was put motivational quotes on the wall, right? Like we got our new equipment now and we got our red turf in there now. But like the one thing that was missing was almost like character. It's like when you guys walk into a house and there's like furniture, and the furniture's nice, but there's no decorations. Like there's no like paintings on the wall. There's not like flowers on the fucking table, or there's not like a centerpiece. It's almost like it just doesn't look complete. And that's where our gym was at. It just like, it looks really nice, but it wasn't complete. So yesterday at the gym, we have like basically put a bunch of quotes on the wall. Like one of them was getting 1% better every single day. The other one was progress, not perfection. The other one is quitting is not an option. We got no pain, no gain. And we put one of our logos on the wall. But the problem with installing all of these new quotes on the wall is that we already have equipment in there, and our fucking walls are massive. Like they're not like regular, like you can reach this with a ladder walls. Like even the tallest, like they're very, very, I don't even know like off the top of my head how big our fucking walls are, but they're extremely tall. So in order for us to get quotes on our wall, we have to put a scissor lift in. And I don't know if you guys know what a scissor lift in, but it's basically like this like giant, long, rectangular fucking, it's like a ladder, but it's like a giant machine that's like just hoists you up and like moves you. Does anybody know what a scissor lift is? You know what the fuck I'm talking about, or am I just sounding crazy? Anyways, there's like this, it almost like looks like it's like almost looks like a forklift, but it just goes straight up. So it's like a scissor lift. So we have to move a scissor lift in, but our gym is fucking full of equipment. So we have to install the quotes on the wall, but our gym is full of equipment. So the only time we can do it is after hours. And you guys know, like, yo, I go to bed at fucking 8 p.m. Okay. That's when I go to bed. because I get up at like 8 or I get up at 3:15 every single morning. So like your boy needs to be in bed by 8 p.m. Right. And if I'm not in bed by 8 p.m., I'm like fucking grumpy as shit the next day. So call me old. I don't give a shit. Whatever. Like I'm in bed by 8, up by 3:15. I know who the fuck I am. I don't need your approval. Whatever. I'm old. So I go to bed at 8. But the 8 p.m. was the only time that the installers could come. And honestly, like I refuse to take any time away from PT domination. Like I'm not going to sacrifice PT dom so that I can have more iron energy. So yesterday I woke up at 3:15 in the morning and I did my entire day. And I'm going to walk you guys through my actual work day, like what I fucking do in a day. And we didn't get to bed until I didn't get to bed until 2 in the morning because I woke up at 3:15 and I did my entire work day. And then I got to install the iron energy quotes at 8 p.m. And we stayed there from 8 p.m. until 2 a.m. fucking moving this heavy equipment around the gym so that we could put quotes up on our wall that makes the gym actually look aesthetic. I know, like, I don't know if you guys have ever heard the Eric Thomas speech where Eric Thomas talks about how like 50 Cent, when 50 Cent was, he like heard an interview of 50 Cent, and when 50 Cent wasn't doing the movie, he was doing the soundtrack, and he wasn't doing the soundtrack, he was doing the movie. And they asked him, they're like, yo, 50 Cent, when do you sleep? And he's like, I don't sleep. He's like, I've got an opportunity to make a dream become a reality. And so I view like building my dream and building my vision as an opportunity. And I think that like for me, at least, like I don't want to waste a single minute, and I want to make sure that like I give my very best. And I fucking knew that it was going to be a 23-hour workday. Like I knew it, but I was still willing to do it. So I'm actually going to walk you guys through what I do in a day. Like I'm going to walk you guys through a full day of B-Mark Fit. Like this is the full day of a 7-figure business owner. This is what I do. So I woke up at 3:15 in the morning. First thing I do is I wake up at 3:15. My alarm goes off. I roll out of bed. I don't fucking snooze because like that's how you start your day. Like how you start is how you finish. So as soon as my alarm wakes up, I roll my ass out of bed. I put my shorts on. I put my headphones on, my Dre Beats. I go downstairs. I take out my stretching mat and I listen to like a 10-minute success motivation video. I literally just go to YouTube, you guys, and I just search success motivation. I find one. I put it on. I set my timer on my phone or my watch for 10 minutes, and I stretch for 10 minutes while listening to success motivation. I do this in the morning because I think the way that you start your day is the way that you finish. So the first thing that I want to fucking hear in my ears when I wake up is like the greats talking about success. Like I want to hear like Joe Rogan fucking dropping some knowledge in my ears. Like that's the first thing I want to hear when I wake up every morning. So I do 10 minutes of that. After my 10 minutes of success motivation, I do affirmations for 10 minutes. So what I do is I set a timer again on my phone for 10 minutes. And for 10 minutes, I literally just write straight. So I've got my notepad with me. If you guys are watching live, you can see it. If you're on the podcast, I just have a notepad and I'm holding it up. But I set a 10-minute timer and I actually handwrite out affirmations. Like I don't do it in my phone and I don't do it in my computer. I think there's something really powerful about the written word. I have about 10 affirmations or 5 to 10 affirmations that I write down. And one of them is I'm unfazed by the opinions of others. One of them is I'm a strong, powerful leader. Some of them have to do with my financial goals, et cetera, et cetera. So I write these affirmations down and for 10 minutes and I just write them over and over and over again. And I'm just like rewriting the same affirmations. So I do that for 10 minutes until my 10-minute timer expires. After that, I do silent meditation. So now I've, primed my mind with some success. I've written down the things that I want. So I'm starting to focus my mind. Then I calm my mind. So after that, I do 10 minutes of silent meditation where I just kind of like close my eyes, set a timer, and I just breathe for 10 minutes. So that's my morning ritual. After my morning ritual, I post in my TikTok accountability community. So if you're in the 10K Academy, we have a TikTok accountability community where I basically make sure that everybody's staying accountable to posting on TikTok. So I post in there every morning. After that, I write my content for the day. So that's like by 45 minutes in, I've written content for Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and I post it on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So by the time 5 o'clock rolls around, I'm already active on 3 platforms. So that's done. I post that. After that, me and Kirsten go to the gym. So this is around 5 a.m. now. Me and Kirsten go to the gym and we do our workout from 5:15 to 6:15 in the morning. So me and Kirsten drive to the gym. We chat. We try not to be on our phones at all in the mornings. We try to be fully present. But 5:15 to 6:15 a.m., I'm at the gym crushing my workout. At 6 o'clock, my videographer comes to the gym His name's Daddy Daniel. Hi, Daddy Daniel. He's here. Hi, Daddy Daniel. He's in my house right now. He comes to the gym at 6 o'clock and he records me for 30 minutes. So if you guys follow me on TikTok, you guys have been seeing a lot of like my motivational videos. I like to do my motivational videos right after I work out because that's when I'm in the fucking zone. That's when I feel the best. So Daniel comes after my workout and films me for 30 minutes doing motivational videos. After that, I come home. I do what I call a power hour. So I do like an hour of work straight. So I do an hour straight of replying to my emails, replying to my messages, promoting my podcast, and replying to my clients. So I do just like, I literally set a timer for an hour straight. And I just call it a power hour. And I just get shit done for a full hour. I put my fucking headphones in, I'm drinking some coffee. I just got back from my workout. I'm feeling good. I do a full power hour. After my power hour, this is around like 7:30, 8 in the morning. Then I do breakfast and my morning supplements. And then I shower and get ready to slay the day. So yesterday, Wednesdays are usually typically my busiest days. So now we're at like, by the time we're at like 8 in the morning, there's like fucking 10 things off my to-do list already. So at 8:30 yesterday, I had my team meeting. So on Wednesdays, I have a team meeting. I'm running a company right now. PT Domination is not just me. Like there's a lot of people that are a part of PT Domination that make our dream come to life. Like I've got like an operations team that helps me with the back end. Just like people help me build the website. I've got a lot of coaches on my team. So it's not just me. There's also coaches. And I always like to make sure that everybody's aligned and on the same page. So at 8:30 a.m. on Wednesday, I have a team meeting for an hour and a half where we come together. We talk about what we're working on individually in the business and like how we can serve our clients better and what we can do to level up the business. So that's 8:30 until 10 o'clock. So I did that from 8:30 to 10 yesterday. After at 10 a.m. PST, I have Podchats. So Podchats is, if you're my client, you know what I'm talking about. Podchats is where I host a Zoom call with my clients from 10 a.m. till 11 a.m. PST, where me and Cole will dialogue and we'll talk about a topic. So yesterday we were talking about 4 reasons you're not booking phone calls. So me and Cole are dialoguing, talking about 4 reasons you're not booking phone calls. And then after Podchats, it usually takes about 30 minutes to record the podcast. I talk to my clients and we just like dialoguing. They can ask me questions, whatever. So now we're sitting at 11 a.m. PST. Wednesday is the day that I also host my mastermind call. So I got into meetings at 8:30. 8:30 until 10, I had my team meeting. 10 until 11, I had my Podchats. And then at 11 yesterday, we had our mastermind call. So yesterday's mastermind call was about hiring virtual assistants. So from 11 until noon, I got on a mastermind call and I was talking about hiring virtual assistants, interviewing my VA. So now I'm on another coaching call. So that went for an hour. After that, I'm fucking exhausted because I just spent 8:30 until noon in meetings. So I'm like pretty wiped by then. That's when I usually start uploading my content to TikTok. So I just like literally kick back on the couch. I start uploading my content to TikTok. I get in the 10K Academy. I spend some time replying to the 10K Academy members, making sure that all the questions are answered. So I do that for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Then I go back to the gym and I do some cardio. So at around 2 to 3 o'clock, I go back to the gym and I do some cardio. So I did 30 minutes of cardio and I do a little bit of role play with some members of my team. So I do cardio and I do a little bit of role play. And then after that, I'm still running fucking Iron Energy. So I went back to, while I was at the gym, I'm designing the membership experience tour so that every person that comes to our gym in Kelowna has like the same fucking experience when they come to our gym. So I designed a tour of our gym to highlight the main areas. Now that the tour is designed, I have to train all the staff on the tour. So once I was done my cardio, then I'm at the gym. I take one of the staff members on the membership experience tour that I want every single member to get. And then after that, they usually take me on a tour. I'll take them on a tour, or they'll take me on a tour. But my thing is like, as long as I can do it every single day. So I'm taking somebody on a tour 5 days a week. Over the course of the next 30 to 60 days, everybody will be doing the same tours. I just need to teach the staff how I want it done. And then I need to get them to take me on tours and give them feedback. So I've been working on that for about 14 days now. I want to do it for about 60 until everybody's touring how I want them to be toured. So that's good. That was around 4 o'clock that I was done that yesterday. After that, after 4 o'clock, we had our in-person Iron Energy team meeting. So now I'm done most of my PT Domination stuff. I go back to the gym and I have my Iron Energy team meeting. So we get together. There's 5 owners. We get together and we just talk about like the vision for the business, what we're working on, problems that we need to solve, how to bring more members through the door, how to make our members happier, what equipment we need next. So that's usually our 5 p.m. meeting on Wednesday. After the 5 p.m. meeting on Wednesday, like yesterday specifically, I knew that I had to go back to the gym anyways. So I stayed at the gym after 6:30. I stayed at the gym until 8, and I was just working on PT Domination, catching up on my messages. And then from 8:00 p.m. till 2:00 in the morning, I was moving equipment around so that our scissor lift could come into the gym and put up our quotes on the wall so that our gym looked fire. So yesterday's to-do list, I'm just gonna count this off. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's about 27 or 28 items on there. Oh, fuck, I didn't even mention. At 8 p.m. as well, I'm filming a documentary for Iron Energy because I wanted to document the entire process from start to finish. Like I wanted to basically, as soon as we purchased the gym, I wanted to like show the fucking journey. And so from the day that we opened the gym doors to right now, like we've kind of documented like the main points, like us installing the signs and taking out the old gym. And I've just like had a video guy kind of like following us around so that we can film a documentary and show the entire experience. I think it'd be really cool for our clients to see. So I did that as well. We had while we were moving equipment around, we had the documentary guy there and he was like kind of interviewing us and asking us questions. The documentary guy's name's Braden Stanley. He's actually my photographer. He's one of my good friends. So that's it. That's my fucking day. That was my 23-hour workday. We got finished at the gym around 1:30, 1:45, and I didn't get home until 2. And so usually I'm up at 3:15, but fuck that. Today was not a 3:15 type of morning. That is for sure. I got up this morning about like an hour and a half ago. And I wanted to do this podcast because I wanted you guys to get like an inside look at my like life. And I also just want to be real with you guys. And when you guys see a schedule like that, like, it's easy to assume that it's fucking easy for me to do. And it's not. Like that shit is not easy, man. Like it is not fucking easy for me to do that. Like I remember yesterday, after my team meeting, like I try to keep my team meeting an hour so I get like a 30-minute break so I can fucking relax. So it's like 8:30 to 9:30 is like my goal every day or every team meeting. But sometimes there's like work in PT Domination or there's something that needs my attention and I'm the leader of the business. And so sometimes I need to be there to make decisions. So yesterday at 9:30, there was no way the meeting was going to end without everybody getting their voice heard. So we had to stick it out. And when I got to 9:55, my like Podchats started at 10. And I needed to take a 5-minute break to myself because I was fucking exhausted. Like I was like, yo, like I just smashed my legs this morning. I'm fucking super tired. I'm like, I'm not the type of person that shows up to anything with low energy. Like I just refuse to allow that to be my reality. So I knew that I had clients that were looking forward to Podchats, and Podchats was 4 reasons you weren't booking more phone calls. So I was like, I fucking have to show up for this. Like I have to get myself into a place where I'm in a good mood. So I took I left my team meeting early, 5 minutes early. I was like, hey guys, I got to fucking go. I need to take a 5-minute break. I walked around my house. I like paced. I listened to like a good song. I got some coffee and then I was like, all right, I'm just gonna fucking stand up while I do this podcast. Cause if I stand up, I'm going to have more energy. So if you guys were on Podchats yesterday, if you're my client, you saw me standing up. And the reason I was standing up is because I was fucking exhausted. I was exhausted and I'm like, I can't show up for my clients and not be fucking full of energy. So like I stood up and I delivered Podchats so that I brought the energy that I needed to so that my clients got the value that they deserve, because like that's what it fucking takes to be successful. But like that like switch that I have, and I do think it's a switch where like I'm feeling like shit and I'm like fucking so exhausted. I'm so tired. Like that switch that I have is like, I think that's fucking necessary for success, you guys. Like, I think it's so fucking necessary. And I think that a lot of people, when it comes to like putting in the work that is required in order to be successful, like choose not to flip that switch. And I wanted to tell you guys about my 23-hour day because like, I also wanted to share that like this shit was not fucking easy. Like it wasn't, but I have goals, dreams, and ambitions. And I do have goals, dreams, and ambitions. And because I have these goals, dreams, and ambitions, like sometimes like days like that are fucking required. Like sometimes it's required. And like, I want to do the very best that I possibly can to provide the best possible service that I possibly can. And so because my schedule doesn't really allow for like 8 p.m. installs, I could have told the fucking installers that they can do it in the middle of the day, but I knew that would inconvenience gym members. And because I knew that it would inconvenience gym members, I didn't want to fucking do it. Like, I would rather compromise like a little bit of my own sleep so that I can provide a better fucking service for the people that I'm providing a service for. So like, sometimes that's what the fuck it takes. Like, we have to be willing to make sacrifices. And like, not for me, not every day is like this, right? So you guys hear this day and you're like, that's fucking crazy. Like, I don't know if I can do that. And you don't have to do that, but I think you have to be willing to go there if necessary. But again, when a lot of people are approaching days like this or approaching, like, here's the thing. Everybody wants to build a fucking big business, right? You all see, like, one of my clients, Don Lamb, is making $125,000 a month. And so when you guys see that number, you're like, oh, $125,000 a month. I would love to make $125,000 a month. You don't actually fucking understand what it takes to do that. Like, that month that Don made $125,000 a month, homie was working 18 hours a fucking day. Like, no joke. Like, for 30 days straight, Don straight up told me, he's like, I think I took 2 days off in that 30 days. He worked out 4 times in that 30-day time span that he made $125,000 a month. And so everybody says that they want fucking that thing, right? Like, and I think that when people look at like the success that I'm creating in my life, like, I've got like a gym, I've got my car, I'm like buying my dream house. Like, I think that people assume, even with my fiance, like me and my fiance are doing, like, we're working like on developing like a happy, positive, amazing relationship. And like, that shit takes fucking work. Like, this isn't easy. And so like, I don't want the narrative, like, and I think that like, it's my bad for maybe saying like, oh, I always have this drive and this work ethic, but I don't want like the narrative to be like, oh, it's easy. Like, Brian Mark is like an anomaly and like, he's just so different than me. And like he can do it, but I don't know if I can do it because he was so much different. Like, yo, yesterday was a fucking struggle. Like, I'll be straight with you guys. Like, yesterday was a fucking struggle. Like, I did not want to do that shit. Like, I didn't want to do that shit. Like, I did not. Like, there was no, like, at like 8 p.m. when it got to like 9 p.m. and I realized I'm like, we have 5 quotes to put up on the wall. And the one quote took an hour and a half. And I was like, yo, I'm fucking going to be here till 2 a.m. And so like, it's a struggle. Like, it's not easy to be successful. And it is fucking worth it. It is fucking worth it because I'm going to go to that gym today. And I know that there's going to be a bunch of quotes on the wall and I fucking know it looks good. Yeah. I think yesterday I didn't really like absorb it because by the time all the quotes were done, I was about to like fall asleep standing up. So I know that when I go to that gym, I'm going to see those quotes on that wall and it's going to feel fucking good knowing that like the reason those quotes are on that wall is because I took 8 p.m. to fucking 2 a.m. to set it up. And I had a 23-hour workday. And that to me is like the best fucking feeling. So guys, let's take this back to you. All right, let's take this back to you. I'm not saying that in order to be successful, you need to have 23-hour workdays. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that like, you need to be willing to push yourself beyond what you think you're fucking capable of. That's what I am saying. You need to go a little bit fucking farther than you think that you can, right? You need to like push a little bit harder when it's fucking challenging. Like, if you're going through a hard time right now and you're struggling with motivation and you're trying to grow your online business and you're right and it's fucking challenging, like, you need to fucking dig a little deeper, right? The level that you think you're playing to and the level that you think is high and the level that you think is enough, like, isn't fucking enough. And in order to get that next level, in order to reach the next level, in order to like, guys, and another thing I want to say, I think this is fucking important as well. Like, you can't want the fucking prize without being willing to do the work, right? It's like every motherfucker says that they want to win first place, right? Everybody says that. I want to be the best. I want to win. I'm going to make $20,000. Everybody says that. Everybody says they want the fucking prize. Your weight loss client. How many of you guys have weight loss clients that fucking say this shit? I want to lose 50 pounds. I want to see my 6-pack. I want to be lean for the summer. I want to be in best shape of my life. Everybody says they want the fucking thing. But then when it comes down to like, it's like the day-to-day work that's fucking necessary to do that thing, it's like we're not willing to do it. And so if you want to be successful, if you want to get to $10,000 a month, if you want to have the body of your fucking dreams, if you want to have a relationship that you're fucking pumped on, if you want to quit your full-time, you need to like understand that like it's going to take a fucking sick amount of work ethic. Like it's going to take work. It's going to take time. So you can't want the prize without being willing to do the work, like the work that is required. And if you're an online coach right now, the work that's required is like getting your ass on TikTok. First of all, if you're not on TikTok, what the fuck are you doing? And I've said this 100 times, probably this in like every single podcast episode. So if you haven't heard it by now, like getting on TikTok, learning these new social media platforms and getting consistent with your social media in general. Like that's the price that's fucking required. And guess what? Guess what? Your audience doesn't give a fuck if you're having a bad day or not, right? And so every time you have a bad day and you take a day off, it's not like somebody in your audience is going to be compassionate and be like, oh, I totally understand, Will. Like, I know that you had a bad day, but that's okay. I'm still going to reach out to you and I'm still going to pay you because I feel bad for you that you had a bad day and you didn't give me value yesterday, but I'm still going to pay you. Like, that's not how this fucking game works. You're just not going to be online. You're not going to be present. There's going to be somebody with a problem and they're going to go to somebody else because you weren't fucking there. And that's the price you have to pay. You understand what I'm saying? Like if you want the goodies, if you want $10,000 a month, if you want the prize, you got to be willing to put in the work and be willing to dig deep. All right, guys. That's it. That's it. I'm going to wrap this up with a little bit of just like insight too. Like one of the things I said is that it's not every day is like this, right? Like not every day is like this because when you guys hear the 23-hour work days, you're like, what the fuck? Like I can't do that every day. Like I'm not like, I'm going to be straight with you guys. Today is fucking chill zone. Like I'm going to the dentist. I'm going to reply to my clients for a little bit and that's fucking it. Like I'm not doing a lot today because I think that like you guys have heard me talk about this before as well. One of my mindsets is like the balance between discipline and compassion. And so yesterday was like discipline my ass to do what's necessary in order to be successful. And today is like, okay. You know what I mean? Like B-Mark, you had a long day and it's time for you to fucking, you're going to give yourself a little bit of love today. Right? You're going to chill today. You're going to relax. You're going to do the necessary work, but then you're going to fucking take it easy. So not every day is like this. It's like, it's a balance of discipline and compassion because this is like a marathon, not a sprint. Sometimes you have to go a little bit faster, but then when you do, you have to understand that like you've got to maintain the pace for a long time. So sometimes you got to slow the fuck down and relax. Cool. Fun. All right. That's it, guys. Hope you guys have the best day of your entire life. Thank you so much for spending this podcast episode with me. That's it. That's all. I'll talk to you guys on tomorrow's episode. Peace.